Alright guys, today we're going to take a look at using leg rights to keep our opponent down and set up our position. So today we're going to look at a little transition where we can force him into sideline. So first things first, we need to get to the back. So we've done multiple videos on how to get to the back, for example, with a nice little arm drag. And from here we need to get our opponent down. Now, one of the problems you will encounter as soon as you get people down is that people pop right over. So he immediately gets up, yeah? Causing me to expend a lot of energy to keep taking our opponent down, okay? Well, before we took a look at how to get into wrist control to prevent him from getting up. But it's not always easy to get control over his arms. Sometimes the arms are just far away, or sometimes he's just too quick to get up. So in that case, we keep our double underhooks, and we're going to seek control on the legs instead. Now, there's different ways to approach this, but we'll go first for outside hook or western hook in wrestling. So, first of all, let's assume our opponent is nice and tight, so we cannot immediately get our hooks in easily. So, I'm going to step my leg over his heel, and I'm going to heel back and capture the leg right here under my thigh. So, this might not seem like much, might not feel like much, but this causes him to have a lot of difficulties popping right up. I will take a look at how that will happen in transition, and because one of the reactions I want you to go for is as soon as this leg comes up, immediately start hooking it, boom, and we start taking him back down. Now, how do we, now he has a couple of options. He can stay down here and I can start forcing my way into back mount. We'll look at that in later videos. But for now, let's see what happens if our opponent starts to get up on this side. So, we get the underhook, we have the hook, but he gets up on this side. First of all, if he now fully wants to get up, he needs to kick his leg forward and out. Right there. So what we're going to do to prevent that is I'm just going to insert my knee on top of his knee. Right there. Now if he tries to kick out, it will become difficult and we'll be hanging on his leg, making it difficult for him to get up. Obviously, if you start pressing into me here, we get into back wrists. And we get easy access to the back. So usually they won't do things like that. So this position, as soon as this leg gets up, okay, what we're going to do now, I'm going to back heel with this leg to break the balance. And now you can immediately see the hip points towards the floor. Now we can use our nice body lock, pull him into this gap and get into a control position. Yeah? So let's look at that one more time, different angle. So, our hook goes right there. Yeah? We'll look at what happens when when we want to shoot that in while he gets up and we still have a double underhook. We can break his balance by taking the hook back towards us. This might feel a little uncomfortable, but believe me, it makes it very difficult for him to then do any type of get up from here. Now I'm just going to use the double underhooks on the hip to pull him down and drive forward. Here we can opt to switch to upper body grips and we can pin our opponent down. And from here we have a really good position to work. Now, okay, what are we looking for? Because as I said in the beginning of the video, we use this to prevent opponents from getting up quickly and to basically allow us to be very heavy on their legs. So, I'm taking my opponent down. As soon as I see this leg coming off the floor, I'm immediately hooking it backwards, boom, and locking it up. Now if he wants to get up in any sort of way, this will be very heavy for him. Yeah? We can start moving backwards, break down hip, boom. Take him down into position. Yeah? And again, if this would be pure wrestling, with the pure wrestling moves, you see a lot of people rolling people around in positions like this. I tend to not like that because we have back exposure here, so I'd rather keep our back exposure and make mistakes from there instead of forcing any type of roll or pin. So from here, boom, we get up, or we get him down. He starts to get up. Hook the leg, get our hook in, right there. Make sure we block the knee. As soon as this leg comes up, move backwards, and immediately we get into really good positions to attack. Yeah? That's right.